Well, some of you may be asking, Steve, isn't that your Browne Sharpe grinder sitting on top of a trailer? Why, yes, it is. Huh, what's it doing in Arkansas? Better yet, what's this guy doing with a forklift? I think if you do it that way, wait.
I was going to pick it up so I can get that moving.
Let me do it with the jack. I think it'd be safer.
I'm picking up the whole thing.
You're right, yeah. Let me do it from that side. Can you spread the forks one notch? Oh, by the way, this is Don's replacement. Seeing as how Don hasn't been coming to work lately, making me do everything by myself, meet Don Ray. Right? We'll just call you Don too. We're unloading. I'm going to load that one. So how do you feel about your name changing to Don? It didn't hurt?
No. Yeah, my first name's Tommy. I was actually Tommy Jr. And so I went by Ray. All my business and everything is Tommy. First name, that's what they want. That's how I know when it's somebody that's important enough to talk to, they call and ask for Ray. If they ask for Tommy, that's
Well, from now on, it'll be Don. Okay? In fact, why don't we just leave that out and you slide under there if we can. Just don't hit it, Don. Okay, now hold on. We need to put a piece of wood underneath those forks. Don't go anywhere. Okay, sit her down, please. Hold it. Okay, pick it up. Tilt back. Okay. Feels pretty stable. You can drop it now. Good. Well, Don, introduce yourself.
Ray Duckworth.
I thought you were Don. Everyone been helping me lately.
I'm not helping, I'm hindering, eh?
You're okay. Don called me 2 days ago. Said, hey, I have this grinder that I think you'd be interested in. And I said, hey, I've got a grinder I think you'd be interested in. So we're making a fair swap. I drove over here this morning, left 4:30. 438 miles.
My grinder's too big for me, and his is too small for him.
Yeah. So we're going to rebuild this one. Make sure it works.
This one at least has a flat belt with the engine sitting up here where you can see it.
Yeah. Good way.
So it's good and smooth. I don't know what that is. Buffing wheel or something, I guess. I don't really know.
Well,
anyhow, you got a good buck 6-jaw.
Yeah. We like tearing into things, seeing what makes them tick. Well, that one weighs 5,000 pounds. Oh, by the way, I noticed you have a hyster. I know this guy, he could fix this thing up for you, put a 6-cylinder diesel in it, and then y'all could go drag racing together. That's a nice little...
I actually had another one, but it had the little wheels.
Yeah, warehouse,
so
yeah.
it's just...
It's hard to find one cheap. Well, show us your shop. You live up here in Eudora? Eudora, Arkansas. And he makes things in his garage. I can see why you don't have room for it in here, sir.
Yeah.
You're trying to emulate me, I know. Now, I like your overhead crane.
Oh, yes. I can't change the choke on the lathe without that crane.
Yeah, that does pretty good.
I took the block off of it because this metal, this is all rated one weight, and with the block on it, it'd be overloaded. So,
oh, okay.
So I'm using half of what it's capable of lifting. So far, the biggest thing I've had is a 6-inch shaft, about 8 foot long. Put a keyway in it halfway.
Well,
and it sure come in handy.
That's handy moving it around in here.
Yeah, there was no way I could pick it up without that.
Yeah. I have to make do with jib cranes over everything. Changing chucks is the main thing. But you got your big mill, then you got a Bridgeport over there. Man after my own heart's got toolboxes everywhere.
Oh, I can't seem to have enough of them. I just bought the blue one. I have wrenches everywhere. I got an old storage shed out back, and we had the flood here a few years back, and believe it or not, it got up just about right here to the back door.
Ooh.
But my storage buildings went under, and I had a lot of stuff in there that went underwater, and it just ruined it. So,
but got up here.
My stupidity, if I'd have known, I should have blocked it up higher.
Or built an arc.
Yeah.
An arc shop.
I'm trying to rearrange, but every now and then I have somebody come up with a little project and I have to just move stuff around to get to it.
Or somebody offers to bring you another grinder and
Yeah.
stop what you're doing. I spent all day yesterday moving machines around. But, like your little Husky workbench.
I picked that up there in North Dakota. We were up there working and the man had to leave. And I got it for $500, I think what it was. It's about half price, so I just couldn't resist it, and I got it, brought it home. I've got this old snap-on over here. The drawers done wore out, and I'm going to take everything out of it and put it in here, and I'm going to take that one out. And my little brother said he's going to rebuild it or whatever, but anyhow, it's his problem, not mine.
Yeah.
I just need it gone.
So you were telling me that you recovered from COVID, but now you shake so bad it's hard for you to weld.
Well, it is. I've never shaked before, but after the COVID, I have the shakes. And the doctor told me that it should get better, so that's what I'm hoping.
And we're hoping. Just went for your nervous system.
I mean, just screwing a nut on the bolt sometimes, get shaking so bad you have to stop and wait, and then go back to it.
Don has that problem. That's because of drinking, I think.
Oh,
Wild women and drinking, that's all Don does.
I've got to move my welding out of here and grind, and I need to move it out separately.
Don could build you an add-on. He likes doing that stuff. Well, you got it grinded over in the corner. You got another little lathe back in there.
Yeah, a little 9-inch south bend. Got the desired parts, you know, the taper attachment.
Yeah.
You know, the usual things everybody wants with them.
For 34 years, I had a heavy tin.
That's a good lathe.
And I started getting overrun with stuff. And I sold it. And I kick myself in the butt every time I think about it. That was a handy little lathe. You couldn't do a lot of, 30 thousandths of an inch was about all you could do.
I actually have another one of those. It's took apart, was going to paint it and whatnot, but I just hadn't got around to it. And like you can see, I've got stuff stacked up.
Well,
Just got too many projects right now.
we all do, I think.
Well, when the leaves fall, I love my shade trees, but when the leaves fall, here they are. Some kind of job. But I cheat on that because I got one of them rigs you put behind your mower.
Yeah.
But you'd be amazed how many trips it takes dumping that thing with a few leaves.
How do you like your Cadillac lathe?
It's pretty good. I need to work on it. It's developed a lot of backlash and whatnot. And
Really?
I've eventually got to tear into it and fix it, but for the time being, it does a good job. It's got plenty of horsepower.
How are the ways?
Sure didn't know how to take it apart. I think the pump's not putting out good now.
Could be. Feels pretty good wear on that edge right there. That's where you check on a lathe. Get you guys, you're not even watching. Are you paying attention, YouTube? You feel the inside of this way right here. That is the surface that takes the most wear and tear. And see how you can, you can't feel it with your fingernail, but you can feel it with the pad of it's right up here at the top.
We're not real accurate around here, so
Well,
most of my stuff's pretty tough.
within
Tractor,
a half
bulldozer.
inch.
Yeah, bulldozers, track hoes, things like that.
Oh, Don, you could come visit. Look there, there's a heater. My friend Don has this aversion to cold, and heaters are good for him. Well, are you ready to go try to put the other one on the trailer? We got one off safely. Just another one to go.
It's no problem to figure out set it on there. It's getting it on up.
Well, I think if we put it on those 4x4s, we can slide it with your forks.
You want to come look in the barn? I guess you can say I'm a Harley rider. I tend to like them.
Well, Don, I would expect no less. I thought your motorcycle was red. Well, obviously not. Sure, I'll come look in the barn.
Oh yeah. So I was talking about that old bandsaw. One of them old
Big
times.
wood ones.
Yes. 34 inch. I believe what they call it.
Are you
But it
trying?
says the
Are you going to
old seaplane.
rebuild it, or you just?
No, I don't. I've lost interest in it altogether.
So somebody needs to talk to you. If they're interested in one.
And there's that old drill press.
And the Camelback.
Old Camelback.
Which one's
Superior.
Superior? I'll take some pictures of it in a minute. I'll go over here. And who made this one?
I don't even know.
Now, you're going to be Don's replacement. You're going to have to know these things. Don would know this, the year it's made and where. Is the frame cracked anywhere?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. And what size wheels are those?
34. That's what I say. It's a 34 inch.
34.
It's got to have new rubbers on it.
Yeah, those are pretty simple. What phase motor is it?
They've got a single phase. When I got it, it's got a 2-horse single phase on it.
Okay.
I just plugged it in one time. It's running extremely fast. I think they were trying to saw aluminum with it.
Yeah.
And anyway, I had planned to slow it way down, use it for metal working. I need a band follower every time I turn around. So. And it, and then after I got to looking at it and all, it's too much trouble. So.
Yeah, I'd get a geared one. Do you have the other guards for it?
I don't know. They didn't come with guards. Somebody homemade that put it on.
This is a Superior Machine Company, KO something, Indiana, USA. Somebody's already got a motor on it. Don't know what phase it is. Got a link belt on it. This is a true barn find. We are in a barn. And this is nice in that it's got the gear, no belt drive for the down feed. And it's what, about a 16 inch?
14.
14, huh? Have you ever run it?
No.
Well, there's your metal bandsaw right there.
Oh yeah, I'm not using it right now, so I've got a little one in the shop, so I haven't really need a big one for anything like that.
Ah,
They just take up a lot of space.
those do. And frankly, I bought one of the new hold saws with the chop saw with the band on it, like your Evolution is. Those work really good. You gotcha. What kind of welder is that?
It's just no Lincoln pipeline machine.
You-
Won't take it down to my brother. Get it out of my way. Got to get around to rearranging. Of course, you see my race car. Yeah, I told my wife I was going to sell the trike too. It sits up all the time.
That's his race car. You guys in Arkansas, y'all don't think big, do you?
Barstool racer?
Gonna sell this?
Yes.
You do have a lot of bikes around. And I do want to thank you on behalf of my fellow paramedics, for their continued job security.
Yeah, I'm bad not to wear a helmet, nothing else. Really.
Oh,
Don't hit the pavement, don't hit it right.
I picked up a guy that just came back from a tour in Iraq. He took his money that he got, bought him a Corvette, bought him a new sport bike, went to the titty bar, got drunk. The stripper was driving his Corvette down 290 in Houston, And he was riding the motorcycle behind her and popped a wheelie and landed the front wheel on the deck of the car, the back deck. When I got there, he was standing up and talking to me. He didn't have any skin on either hand. His life dramatically changed that night. But it's what strippers will do for you. Well, let's go load up something. Right. I'm getting weak in the knees and
I've wore that, so I don't know how long. I still have knocked on my head.
let's go down with it. And pork strap. Try your other tractor and see if we can pick it up
a little, yeah.
they've hyped it up so much.
Yeah, I can't sell nothing around here. Listen, nobody around here wants any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah. We're kind of a dying breed. It's just not easy for a lot of people to do this kind of work. And to do it right, you got to have enough machinery. And to have enough machinery, you can't afford it. You got to buy it used and fix it. So, anyway, Don keeps giving me this shit. I wish I had a planer, or a shaper.
I'd like to have a grinder more than anything.
A what?
A grinder, just to.
What kind?
That's the reason I want the shaper running, just to make a flat top. That's all I need it for. Sometimes just throw something on there where I can make a good flat surface, and go on.
You got a mill.
Yeah, but
You put a fly cutter, single edge fly cutter.
yeah, I mean, I've done that. I made the scariest I ever been is when I had a big cutter on the mill one time, and I let that sucker hit me. You get complacent sometimes, and you do stuff and you just don't. And I did, I done it. It's like when you weld and you turn around and you need to move something, you just grab a hold of it and it's hot. Then you throw it down and you say, God dang it, I just cut that. Just welded that.
You don't even think about it.
Yeah, you don't think, you just do it right because it hits you to move it. And that's why I had that big fly cutter. I don't remember what I was doing now. There was something there in the way, and I just reached up there, just pretty as you feel. I reached up there and that thing just slapped the shit out of me, I was lucky I didn't lose a finger.
Then buy you a 6-bit carbide indexable head. They're safer. And they're smoother cutting.
I've got a 6-bit.
And if your mill will swing it, that's about all you need.
Steve, how many times did I tell you I have no room in my shop? I don't need no more dang machines.
Mr. Ray, as I was just about ready to drive off, says, hey, you want to look at my shaper?
Ooh, I need a shaper.
I said, no. He said, oh, come on, you got to look at my shaper. So, against my will, he drugged me out here back into the barn and uncovered this thing he had hiding. Now, this came out of a machine shop that had closed down. He's never put power to it. He noticed, what was it with the clapper box?
That they had welded it.
They welded it down to keep it accurate.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard of a few folks doing that,
Yeah.
That's not a real machinist.
If they get loose,
yeah, that's somebody,
that's
some hand.
that's an old fix. And yeah, it works, but you're dragging your bit across.
Yeah.
Anyway, this one has the front bracket on it. It's got a vise on it. Motor's there. It doesn't have an automatic down feed, but everything else may be there. Everything they could get in otherwise. Did you have any of the handles that were over here on this side? Well, there's some right there. Yeah, there's handles. Got them there. Now this shaper is located in Eudora, spelled with an E, Arkansas. Could your machine pick it up?
Yeah.
So you can pick it up and slide it on a trailer. And the man wants $900 for it. I think that's a pretty good deal, guys. Come get it.
I want it. I want it. I want it. Gotta have it.